Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
We are the brothers from the GMS Arizona camp, coming back at y'all with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. First and foremost, as always, like to give all the praise, honor, and the glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching His truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you sincere brothers and sisters tuning in.
Khan, the water boy, Shalom to all you Akim, you Akwath, you brothers, and you few sisters that subscribe to this doctrine that was given to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, to our beloved elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, and Akim pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity today. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto you and your households, Lord will. This is edifying, Lord will, to straight to the point, but this can be a quick little in-transit lesson, man.
Right.
And, ultimately, I've been meditating on this lesson, for a little while. I was ultimately, I was on Pinterest and I had seen, this picture right here, man, brothers, especially on this walk, right? Scriptures say this is a straight and narrow path.
That's right.
So you're going to be going through things, right? If we can grab 1 Thessalonians 3 and 3 and 3 pointing there on 2.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. If we can grab that, because in this walk, this path that we're walking on, right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, it's not an easy one, man. And you're going to go through, sufferings, afflictions, chastisements, and you can ultimately get into the point, right, where, you start to beat yourself up, because you're going to go through more, afflictions, because there's a balance in this truth, man. Right, the Lord will afflict you, chastise you, because He's purging you, purging that Babylon, right, out of you, right. But there's also a balance, right? The Lord will ultimately show you, right, mercy, right. He'll ultimately, allow you to pass some of these tests and stuff like that we're put through constantly, But again, right, making that statement is you're going to go through more afflictions and sufferings, and you're going to go through, rewards or receive mercy, right? Because we're still under the curses, man. Yeah. We're still being punished for what we did, previously, man, So again, right, it's easy to fall into that, space or headspace where you're beating yourself up, afflicting yourself, right? But you can't fall into that, And if we can grab that Thessalonians Bible Kashan, then you can grab whatever you have.
Khan, I got you. This is you want me to read the NLT? You want the KJV?
Yeah, grab what you grab, brother.
Khan, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, and we start in verse 2. Mm-hmm. It says, "And we sent Timothy to visit you. Mm-hmm. He is our brother and the Most High's co-worker in proclaiming the good news of Hamashiach. Mm-hmm. We sent him to strengthen you, to encourage you in your faith, and to keep you from being shaken by the troubles you were going through. But you know that we are destined for such troubles."
Right, we are destined for such troubles, man. Right, and we know that, Apostle Paul, right, was constantly going through it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Right, as well as many of, our the apostles, disciples, prophets, that we read about in the scriptures, even living examples of brothers, right, beginning with the elder apostles on down, constantly going through it, man. And again, it is a major part of this walk, right, going through those sufferings and stuff like that, because Yahweh Shai went through it, man. Right, and the servant is not greater than the master, so we have to understand that we are going to go through these things, man. And you have to have a positive outlook, right, when going through these things. Yes, right, they're not easy, right? Yes, they're not fun to go through, but at the same time, they're to build you, And again, you have to look at it like that, man. The scriptures say to be renewed through the spirit of your mind, right? So you have to have a different mindset in this truth, man. You can't have that same old weak-ass, poor me type mindset. Because realistically, scripture say every man shall work at his own salvation with fear and trembling. So you trying to look to another brother. Yeah, scripture say comfort one another with these words. But at the end of the day, right, if your mindset, right, if you're not changing your mindset or trying to work on how you look at things, at the end of the day, that's on you, man.
Yeah.
Every brother has to go through their own personalized hell on this walk, man.
That's right.
You got precept.
Con.
Go.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and verse 1. Mm-hmm. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation."
That's right.
So when you come to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right, you're going to deal with temptation, which, right, where temptation goes into tests, right, or trials. It says, "Set thy heart aright," right, which means your mind, "and constantly endure,
right,
and make not haste in time of trouble," right? You always have to, sometimes your mind be wandering off, but you got to bring it back into subjection, right, with the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and what the scriptures say, man. Not lean onto your own understanding, and constantly fight, right, constantly endure. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah, that's fire, man. If I may speak on that, brother, you
course.
know, he said acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. So the Lord already, right, deems you to be, you know, acceptable to go through that hell. You know, he said acceptable men tried in the furnace of adversity, man.
Right.
You know? So at that point, man, you have to understand the Lord is dealing with you, man.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, you know, the brother, you know, one of the brothers, you know, ultimately told me, you know, hey, the Lord, I think it was the brother Gar, man. The Lord, you know, the brother say, the Lord loves you, man, right? Because the Lord's constantly chastising you, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's just part of it, man. You know, you can't get all butthurt about, you know, being chastised. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at it like, hey, the Lord is building me up.
Exactly.
You know, he's strengthening me. You know, it's not about all, you know, I just can't do anything right or this and the third. You know, because hey, walking on this path, hey, that's doing something right, man. And it's not even of us; it's of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
You know, so you have to understand the Lord sees fit for you to walk on that path, which is a very, very important and beautiful path, man. You know, so don't beat yourself up, man.
Right.
You know.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 21 in NLT. It says, it's like the GNT. Don't deliberately torture yourself by giving in to depression.
Right.
You see that? So don't give in to that depression, man, because all depression is demons, while ultimately trying to mess with you, right, to get you to, you know, to doubt the Lord and to doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is, man. You have to fight, right, those different thoughts. It says, happiness makes for a long life. It makes it worth living. Enjoy yourself and be happy. Don't worry all the time.
Right.
Worry never did anybody any good, and it has destroyed many people. You see that? Constantly worrying. That's why the scriptures say in Philippians, right, to be careful for nothing.
Right.
Right? It doesn't mean careful like walking. Well, you have to walk on eggshells too, but that really means don't be so full of care like the cares of this life and constantly stressing out. It says, but in all things with prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known. So when you do start to worry and have that anxiety, just send up them prayers, man.
That's right.
Let the Lord get you through it, because the Lord gonna get you through it. He gave you the faith to even call upon his name, man. You know? That's all you gotta do. That's the thing, is to pray.
That's right, man. And the scriptures say to pray without ceasing, man.
Exactly.
You know? So at the end of the day, you know, and brothers have said it many times, man, you know, our direct line to the Lord, man, is through prayer, man. You know? And if we can grab that second Esdras 14,
Yeah,
Baruch Shem. Baruch Shem. Then we'll close up here soon.
This is second Esdras 14 and verse 14 in GNT. It says, put earthly cares away from you. Throw down your human burdens and lay aside your weak human nature.
That's right, man. And you have to understand, right? Yahweh Shai himself, you know, was saying, you know, I am from above, you are from beneath, man. You know, so he was making a distinction, you know, between those, you know, who, you know, are ultimately chosen out of the world, you know, versus those that are in the world, man. You know, and those who are of the world, they're gonna beat themselves down. They're gonna have this poor me, you know, want attention, you know, want to be the, you know, the center of attention, want people to sympathize for them, so on and so forth. That's the world, man. You know, being in this truth, you have to understand that this is a very austere and stoic type walk, man. So you can't be poor me, yada yada yada, man. You know, everybody's always looking for that confirmation or any kind of attention, right, given to them for whatever they're going through, right, in the world. But you have to understand that nobody gives a fuck what you're going through at this moment, man.
Nope.
You know, brothers understand, right, the path that you're walking. They're walking the same path. Brothers going through it, right? And everybody, you know, they even say that in the world. Yeah, we're all going through something. Brothers literally all brothers are going through something, man. You know. Right. So it's you have to understand, man, that this is the walk that we're on, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is not just gonna. Scripture say that He will not leave you nor forsake you. So He's with you, right? On this whole path, He's with you, right? The Lord is the one that's chastising you. Why? Because He sees potential in you, and He's purging the flaws away from you, man.
Right, He's drawing it out.
That's right.
Drawing out the best you.
That's right. You got percent.
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life,
Right.
that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier."
That's right, man. Because it's a war. It's a fight. You know? It's a war. It's a fight. Sometimes you're going to get cut. Hey, so you might lose a finger, man. You know, you might lose an arm. You might lose a leg. You know? But you have to continue to fight, man. And you think a warrior wants to get cut? You think a warrior wants to lose his limbs? No. But it's literally part of that walk. It's part of the fight, man.
Yeah.
You know? And you just have to keep fighting, and eventually you will win. And then that loss of a limb or loss of whatever it is won't even matter, because you got the victory, man. You know? And that's what we have to fight for every single day, man. Right? So continue to have a good look, a good outlook on things, man. For scripture say, for as a man thinketh, so is he.
Right.
Right? So if you continue to beat yourself up, you really ain't gonna be shit, man.
Nope.
You constantly thinking I ain't shit, you know, then you ain't gonna be shit, man. You know, and again, there's a balance to it, right? You know, in this walk, you know, we understand that, you know, we didn't give this truth to ourselves. We didn't, you know, we didn't give this knowledge to ourselves. So realistically, right, we ain't shit. But again, we have to understand that Yahweh Shem Yahshua chose us, man, you know, to you know, be a part of this calling, right? He called us, right? We're not chosen yet, right? For, you know, for lack of you know, to give understanding, right? We're not chosen yet, right? We don't know if we're the elect yet, you know. Right now we're part of the hopeful elect, right? Because we hope we're part of the elect. But hey, he called us, right? And we're walking on this path, man. And you have to understand that's a blessing in itself. There's a very small number of people that are walking on this path, and the Lord saw fit for you to walk on this path, man. That's, you know, right, so hey, give yourself a pat on the back, man. You know, you got that scripture, man.
Yeah, Con. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 28. "My son, glorify thy soul in meekness, and give it honor according to the dignity thereof."
That's right. So eventually, man, you know, every once in a while, man, you got to give a pat on your back, man. You know, have an understanding that, you know what I mean, because yeah, you're gonna have demons beating you up, you know what I mean, coming in your mind. Well, first and foremost, you got to rebuke those thoughts, man. You know, and then sit there and sometimes you might have to do a little mental checklist. You know, hey, the Lord said to do this. Am I doing that? Yeah, right. Okay, cool, I'm doing that. You know what I mean? Give yourself some reassurance, man, which helps build your faith, helps build your confidence in the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't focus on the bad decisions you make all the time, or the wrong that you're because you're always going to make bad decisions.
That's right. You
know what I'm saying? You're going to, you know, Scripture saying wise men are not always wise. You know what I'm saying? So there is time where you're going to fall and make a mistake, but you can't dwell on those things, man, because the mistakes don't define your destiny. That's just part of your story.
That's right.
But it's what you're going to do afterward that determines what your destiny is, man. Are you going to give into it and woe is me, walk around with your head down? Or are you going to put your head up, right, and call upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, which give you the strength to do all things?
That's right.
You know, that's the most important part about that, man. Always getting up.
That's right. Did you have another precept?
Yeah, I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead. And we'll close out after your precept.
Con, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 23. It says, "Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart."
Wow, comfort thyself, man. That goes right into the picture, man. You know what I mean? That's his own thoughts. You know what I mean? He's comforting himself, man, giving himself a pat on the back. You know, that's why I like this picture so much, man. It literally made me think of this scripture right here too. You know what I mean? To, you know, again, just understand, man. You know what I mean? You can't just beat yourself up, man. You know, there's a balance to it. Yeah, you can be like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But then immediately you have to be like, you know what? Let me learn from it. Let me grow from it, and we'll move on. You know what I mean? It's a mindset, man. It's a mindset. You know, you're gonna continue in that worldly ass mindset. Poor me. Oh, I fucking suck. Well, there's no point in me living anymore. You know, all that dumb shit, man. Flesh, you know, man. That's the flesh. That's a demon, man. Yeah. You gotta rebuke that thought, man. You might even have to fast that shit away, man. You know, because some demons are that strong, man. But ain't nothing stronger than Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Fast, right? If it's on your spirit to do so, constantly pray. You know. And again, right, change your outlook on how you look at things, man. Yeah. You know?
Just a little more. It says, remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. You know, scriptures say in Proverbs that heaviness in man's heart maketh it to stoop. Right, that word stoop goes into press down or be low. So a lot of heavy stuff can be in your mind, man, dealing with things in the world. That's why scripture say cast your burden upon the Lord. Right, even if you have brothers too, that's why it's nice to open up with brothers, man. Let brother know what you're going through, so brother can carry that cross with you too, man. You know what I'm saying? If brothers go on a fast together, now them demons really don't stand a chance.
Not at all.
You know, two's better than one, right?
That's right.
But even in 1 Peter, man, it says, you know, you have need, even though right now for a season you be in heaviness, right? But that the trial of your faith, right, will bring you honor and praise at the appearing of Yahushua.
That's right.
See, if you endure the testing that the Lord, you know, has put you through, you're going to come out as gold and shining and being on top at the end, Lord willing. But that's it on that.
Come on, bro. Hey, beautiful, man. Lord will is edifying. Lord will is uplifting through the Spirit, man. You know, just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yah.
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash.
Again, double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstone. Till next time we say, Shalom, Kwame Yasha Allah, and Abba Shalom.